Hey guys, welcome back to another PV Live online experience. I think I said that wrong. But hey guys, welcome back. We're so excited to be here again for another Sabbath. Today we are a little bit smaller group, but that's okay because we're gonna have a fun game that we want you guys to be a part of and interact in as well. And I'll go ahead and explain that game in a little bit. But right now we do want to go ahead and just go into the birthdays real quick. We do have 2 birthdays for this week. We have Jamie, Liesel's friend. Shout out to Jamie. When's her birthday?
The 17th.
Okay, well, happy early birthday, Jamie. And then also your dad, Greg. Right. Okay, Greg. What day is his birthday?
The 18th.
Oh, that's awesome. They're like right back to back. That means you have to buy 2 presents right away. But happy birthday to you guys. And if anyone down below in the comments has any birthdays, please let us know because we want to wish you a happy birthday as well here from our PV fam. But yeah, I don't know. Do we have any other announcements that we'd like to? No? Jason says no. But yeah, hopefully you guys have been watching all of our other videos. If you guys haven't, please go ahead and whenever you guys have free time, go ahead and go watch them. I promise you guys are going to be blessed. Actually, last week we did have a testimony which was super powerful and amazing by Luigi. So if you guys haven't checked that out, go check that out and give it a thumbs up because it was great and God definitely was blessing us through Luigi. And then today we're going to have a great and powerful talk as well about faith and endurance. Ooh. So make sure you guys go ahead and watch that as well. But yeah, why don't we go ahead and we start moving along into our game. Are you guys excited for the game?
Sure.
They don't sound too excited.
We're gonna win. Oh my god.
I'm so sorry, I was falling.
It's fine.
Oh
yeah, that's right. We're gonna win.
Yeah, I think we'll do good.
Yeah. Trenton's on my team, so.
Do you guys have team names? I want to hear you guys come up with team names real quick because we need to see which team will win. And people in the comments, comment down who you think is gonna win. Okay, I'll give you guys like 5 seconds to come up with a name.
Sketchtastic.
You better not drop my coffee.
We got our name.
Okay, what's your name?
Sketchtastic.
Sketchtastic. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. What was your inspiration behind that?
You know, we're sketching and we're really good at it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good artists, I guess.
Yeah.
Good artist. Wow,
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, the Sketchtastic. Right? Did I say that right?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, the Sketchtastic team. All right, and over here,
we are Grace Sloan.
Grace Sloan.
Interesting.
Oh, and it's Sloan.
Sounds like a loser's name.
Yeah. Grace Sloan. Sloan. Grace Sloan. 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 Oh my gosh. Okay, we're just gonna call him Grace.
Okay.
Wait, Grace or Grace?
Great.
Gray. Okay, Gray Sloan. Gray Sloan. Okay, cool. I can say it.
Well, that's a hospital.
It's actually 2 different people.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. They both died.
isn't that from Grey's
We
Anatomy?
stand them.
Way to bring it down.
Wait, who was Sloan?
Mark. The one.
Plastic.
Yeah, plastic surgery.
I don't remember.
You don't?
Not a
Huh?
fan.
I just remember Dr. McDreamy.
Never saw
It was
it.
Dr. McSteamy.
Oh. Okay. Anyways, so we have Grace Sloan over here, and we have Sketchtastic over here. And here's the game, guys. So, it's more. I don't know if this game actually has a name, but it's more of a sketching type game. And here's how it's gonna work. So in this case, Liesel is gonna be drawing on Josh's back, and whatever Liesel is drawing on Josh's back, Josh has to try to draw that same exact thing on his own paper, the clipboard right here,
Oh, should we switch?
right? And this team is going to have to do the same thing, and whichever team gets the most accurate picture of
So that we're
what
the
they were
same.
actually supposed to draw wins. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. If you guys have topics in the live, if you guys have topics that you want to see them draw, it can be as hard as you guys want or as easy as you guys want. Please go ahead and let us know. I do have some topics myself, but if you guys have topics, that's gonna be even better. So let us know. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully I was able to explain that good enough. I don't know. Okay, but so both teams are going to be drawing the same thing at the same time. I'm going to go ahead and give them a 45-second timer. And they're going to, 45-second timer. Yes, 45 seconds. And they have to try to draw it. And whichever team comes out with the most correct drawing, whichever one looks actually like the item that they were supposed to draw wins, and they get a point. Okay, so again, comment down who you think is gonna win, Gray Sloan or Sketchtastic. All right, let's go ahead and dive into the first one. All right, so Liesel and Trenton. Okay, cool. Okay, this one isn't too hard. So Liesel, this is what you're gonna go ahead and draw on Josh's back. And then Trenton, this is what you're gonna draw on Josh's back. And then for everyone on the live to see, this is what this is what they're gonna be drawing. And then you guys also help us decide to see which one's the most accurate. Okay. And then let me go ahead and get the timer started. Okay. Are you guys ready? How confident are you guys feeling right now?
Good.
That doesn't sound too confident. Man, we need more energy up in here. All right. They just haven't had enough coffee today. All right.
I didn't get to drink my.
Let's go ahead and get started in 5.
Wait.
4.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Draw harder.
Oh man, how can we?
You can't feel it.
Oh no.
Draw like really hard.
Okay.
Get my back. Can't feel it.
So
Draw really hard.
Can you feel it?
they're having a tiny
Are you ready for
bit
my
of a
stuff?
problem where they can't feel.
I need to take off my jacket. Can we?
Oh,
pause this
take a
and
picture?
Take off my jacket?
Okay. Oh, you guys have like
I have 3 lines down.
times up. Oh wait, no,
What?
you guys have like 5 seconds.
I am doing
Here,
the
let me
finger. Okay.
Okay, time's up.
Ugh.
I'm gonna take pictures real quick. Leave your papers there. I'm gonna take pictures to show the people. Okay, let's see. You're such a cheater. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I got it.
Let me see.
Oh, see, I got it.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys on the camera. Okay, so this is what Liesel drew on Josh's back, and then this is what Josh ended up drawing. Do I need to zoom in? Wait, what do you mean? Oh, duh. Oh my gosh, I'm so, my bad. Okay, Liesel, go ahead and show.
Go up to the camera.
Go ahead and show the camera what you drew. And then show what Josh drew. And then you guys decide who won. Although I know who won. Because someone cheated.
I didn't see yours afterwards.
That was pretty good. Okay, now Trent and Jason, go ahead and show what you guys drew. Jason, show what you actually drew.
On the outside?
No, show the bottom part of it.
Okay.
After you saw what he was drawing. Okay, and then Trent, go
Okay.
show what he was supposed to draw.
I couldn't feel anything.
What if I just like draw it right here?
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and
Wait.
give that point to Grace Sloan over here just because I feel like that was a little unfair somewhere on this side. So now you guys go ahead and switch. And I'll go ahead and give you guys a topic. Ooh, this one's going to be fun. I'm going to go ahead and show everyone what the next one is. I don't know. Cool. Okay. Can you guys see that? Hopefully you guys can. All right. Was my finger on that? I don't know.
Already cheating.
Just so they. Okay. Oh, me showing it to the whole world. Okay. This is what you're gonna draw. Okay. Okay. Wait. Turn around for a sec. Turn around for a sec. This is what you're gonna draw. Wait. You can't see. Wait. Don't start. Don't start. Don't start. Okay. Let me put on a timer real quick. Okay. And no cheating. Okay.
Drawing right here.
Okay. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? I'm not hearing an answer.
Yes.
Okay, ready, set, go.
Okay, I'm gonna draw it first.
Okay, remember, you have 45 seconds. Oh, man.
I don't know how to draw a volleyball.
Okay, ready? 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 Ready?
Okay,
Here's the
if you
first
guys didn't just hear it, Jason just gave away what it was. So let's go ahead and restart.
Oh my
Let's go ahead and
God.
restart.
Really?
To rephrase
Really?
what Jason said, he was like, I don't know how to draw a volleyball. My gosh.
I was ready to
Jason.
go.
Jason!
Okay, well, let's see.
Are you
Let's
drawing
see.
the net?
I was showing you two things.
Why? Why would you make
Okay.
it harder?
Easy, just.
Jason, I thought I said
Yeah.
about cheating.
No, I honestly, that was like,
Don't worry.
I
I'll get
didn't
it.
think about it.
Okay, give me another paper. Okay.
Okay, Jason, do not say out loud what it is
You're
this
laughing
time.
too much.
Okay.
Jason!
No, he didn't hear it.
Oh my gosh, I swear this
Yeah.
kid.
Here's the drawing. Okay. This whole part right here.
Wait, what?
Right here.
It's a mouse or a rat. Okay, I don't know if they heard that. Hopefully not. Okay, I'm gonna restart, and please do not say what you are drawing this time.
Jason.
Okay, ready, set, go.
Can I go on your back? Yeah?
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
there we go. Alright, you're good.
Ready? So the same one. It's the same one. Okay. So there's this. Okay.
He can feel more.
This was the first one.
Wait, yeah, we've been going this whole time.
Okay.
I'll draw it again.
You guys have 5 seconds.
So there's this. Right.
There's that.
You know what? Keep on going. I'll give you guys just another couple seconds.
There's this.
First one.
Stop laughing.
Okay, I'm giving you guys just 5 more seconds. So draw whatever you need to draw, and then whichever one's closest wins. Okay, ready? Time.
We didn't
Jason,
finish.
did you like pierce through your paper?
Jason and Trenton, go ahead and show the world what you just drew.
It's close.
Oh
close.
my gosh.
It was close.
Ignore that one. I refelt after you like redid it. I felt it better.
I said a mouse or a rat. Either one. Wow, let me see. Oh my gosh.
Jason.
How do you draw a rat? Alright, I want to see Uncle Josh.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
Jason, let me see your paper again.
Okay, wait, let me see your guys'. That's pretty good.
I thought it was Mickey Mouse.
Okay. I don't know how to give the point to this.
We got more action. Trenton got got more accurate though, right?
No.
What is yours?
People.
Let me see yours.
That does not look like that.
Yours. What'd she drop?
Tell me which one looks more identical to the original.
Oh, she cheated.
Okay.
Look at it.
You know what? I'm not gonna decide. I'm gonna let you guys decide because I can't. So you guys decide which one is the most accurate.
Which one's the
Ronald,
most
Ronald, you are
Which
the
one was the
tiebreaker.
most
You
accurate?
decide which one is the most accurate and which one you think
to the
is
original? To the original.
The winner. Ooh.
No.
Mm-hmm. To the original.
Okay. Now go ahead and while Ronald says, you guys go ahead and switch, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys the next topic. Yeah, switch people. Oh, that is so funny. Oh my gosh. Man, I can't.
We see who the real artist is here.
Okay. Oh, this should be super easy. Maybe not for that.
I can't draw.
Don't say it out loud. Please
I
don't say
have
it
no
out loud.
talent. I have no art talent. Let's put it that way.
It's a dog. I don't know.
Does that
Okay.
count? Can I draw the letters?
No. No. Okay.
Wait.
You know what? I'm gonna give you guys a minute because 45 seconds is just a little too short. Okay. Ready, set, go.
Ah.
Even though I started it already. Oh, I already started it.
Yeah, I see that. I don't know how to draw this.
Use the back.
This doesn't look like it.
I wish you guys could see the process of this because it is
Okay.
so funny. Oh my gosh. Fix that.
How do I fix No, it still doesn't.
Oh, Trent, that's pretty good though.
What is it?
I can't tell you. Okay, you guys have 10 more seconds. I really wish you guys could see it. It's so funny.
Okay. Well,
Can
in
you draw one more time? It's a horse. I gotta guess here.
Oh, okay, time's up. Oh, time's been up. Okay,
a donut.
Liesel and Josh, go ahead and show what you drew.
This doesn't look like a dog.
No other drawing, okay? You said it. That looks like a dinosaur.
Well, yeah.
Okay, Liesel is showing what Josh and what Liesel. No, you guys have the same topic.
I never finished the drawing. I had no idea what was going on my back.
I drew a random animal.
Okay, now wait. Take Trenton's paper too. See what they drew. They can't hear you guys, so I don't know about that. Okay, did Ronald comment who which team thought won? Not yet.
Wait, Uncle Josh, let me see yours.
Okay, if anyone else wants to comment on that last
Oh,
one,
we
you
won.
would.
We won.
I drew a donut. They told us donut.
Okay, I have to say they did get this one. They did get this one.
We got the last one. Ours was the closest.
Okay, did you guys think that this was going to be a lot easier before we actually started?
I had no idea.
You guys need to...
No.
What?
How are you guys feeling now that you guys have done a few?
We're
Tired.
better.
How are you guys feeling now that you've done a few?
Great.
They can't hear you.
We have 2 points.
No, you have
No.
One.
You have
No.
We have
We
2.
won.
We have two.
We have 2. You have 1.
Well, so far
No,
it's
no,
1-1. So far it's 1-1. So the other one's not decided
2-1.
yet.
Yeah.
Ours was the closest one
Okay,
to the original drawing.
now let's go ahead and do a last one. Oh, this one. You are
There goes the plant.
Okay, wait.
Hurry.
I'm busy drawing a dinosaur.
Okay.
Part that's not the skin.
Okay, this time I'm gonna let you guys draw separate things, but whichever one looks closest to the original. Okay, Josh, this is yours. Oh, wait. Actually, you can.
Wait. Let him pick which one?
That's what you
special.
have to draw. It's pretty easy. Okay. You guys go ahead and start drawing, and I'm going to go. Ready, set. Give me a second. Go.
Ready?
Okay. I'll just say at the end. Okay. That's smart. Okay. I'm not judging. It's just great entertainment for me. Ooh, this team is looking pretty good over here. Stop, don't look. No, you can't. What are you drawing? I can't even. You're not even using the paper.
Use paper.
Oh my god. This is awful. Okay, you guys have 10 seconds. 30 more seconds. Okay, this is the last one. You guys can have a little bit longer, but man. Wow, I wish you guys could see the process of this because it's. I can't even. I don't know. So over here, Jason's giving Trenton the tattoo on his back.
No, with the back of the pen.
What was that?
With the back of the pen.
Okay, so he's not actually drawing on him, but he's using his like bare back. And then over here, Josh and Lisa have been using a pretty good strategy. They're going piece by piece, which is pretty accurate. Okay, are you guys ready? I'll give you guys. You guys are ready?
Got it.
Okay.
Did I do it?
I don't even know what you're trying to draw, and I know what you're drawing.
We're already done.
Above it. You know.
Already
No,
finished.
that doesn't look anything
Finish.
like it. Look, no.
Look at that. Look at his neck. Tell me that doesn't look like a.
Okay, no, Jason, no. Look, Trent, go back, go back.
You got that, Trenton?
He was like, no. Okay, time's up anyways. All right, first, let's go over here and show. Okay, go over here and show them. Wait, no, that's like that line doesn't count. That line doesn't count. No. Go ahead and show them what you guys drew. Jason, you show first.
What was that thing?
Okay, so that's what Jason drew. Okay, a crown, and that is what Trenton drew. I don't know. It pretty all right for Jason's bad information on it. Okay, and then over here, let's go ahead and show them what you guys drew. They're so
Sure.
confident that they would. Over
Sure.
here, which is a little bit more clear of what they drew, was
Sure.
a house.
Boom!
No, I saw the whole process.
Who
There was
won?
no cheating. There
Who
was no
won?
cheating.
Who won, huh?
Okay, so they definitely won this round.
Mm.
That doesn't. What? No.
That looks like a piece I put at the bottom of my car.
No, that's not part of it.
Wait, they can't hear you
Yeah.
guys.
We won.
Sure.
Okay. Well,
Sure.
I do,
Whatever floats your boat at night.
You know, it was a tight game, and it was so hard to decide, but I do think Grace Sloan won. So let's hear a little round
In
of applause
memorial.
for them. Be a supportive. Be supportive teams. Let's go. Okay, good job. You guys did great, though, Sketchtastic team. You guys did amazing, but sorry, the win goes to them for this game. But you know what? We might come back again one day and do this again and see if
Great-tastic.
Grace Sloan wins again, or if they go ahead and get them tied up. But thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to go ahead and transition into a quick video, and then we're going to go ahead and go into the talk. So do not leave. Stay tuned, okay? Okay.
shaken, left alone.
We are fallen, far from home.
In these nightmares, city of dust.
In the wilderness, with no one to trust.
These chains and all these scars.
The darkness blocks out the stars. And I'm blinded.
I can't find the way.
I don't know if I'll see another day. Who can lift the veil, break the chains?
Who will shine a light that can take the pain? You found me here.
Led me to the sun.
When we walk together,
We're better than one.
All right. Hey, guys.
Hello.
For those of you that have been watching since we started, it's been a very fun morning. A little crazy, to say
It's
the
been
least.
a roller coaster for sure.
Yeah. I should have had you guys draw on a roller coaster. That would have been fun.
That would have been cool. A little hard.
Yeah. But you know what? If there's no challenge, then what's the point, right?
No pain, no gain.
Exactly. But thank you guys for joining us again. We are so excited for today's talk. It's going to be so good. And I think God is definitely going to be speaking to every single one of us. We just have to allow him to speak to us and listen to him.
Mm-hmm.
So important. But I did mention it earlier, but today we are going to be talking about faith and endurance. So we're going to be going ahead and diving into James 1. So we're going to be doing that. But before we do that, why don't we have a quick word of prayer? Is there anything else you want to add on before?
I don't think so. I
All
think we're
right.
ready to dive right in.
Yes, let's do it. All right. You guys, let's go ahead and bow our heads real quick. Heavenly Father, God, we thank you for the Sabbath that you've given us. And Lord, just again, to be able to come on here and bring our ministry online, Lord, and have you use us to touch others. And Lord, for us to learn as well as we're doing this. God, right now, as we talk about faith and endurance, Lord, I just pray that you can speak to us and speak through us, God, that everything we say can be words that come from you, and that this can be a blessing for all of us. God, we know that you're here, and we thank you that you're here, and we thank you because we're all going to have a good day today. We love you so much, and we know that you love us even more. And we pray all this in your name. Amen.
Amen.
All right, let's go ahead and dive right into it.
Let's do it.
Awesome. So again, if you guys have your Bibles with you and notebooks, go ahead and bring those out, and we're going to be going into James 1. James 1. Now, and I love we've talked about James before in our youth group. And personally, I love James because he's not afraid to tell it how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's not afraid to call anyone out. If anything, like, James is like one of the books where it's like, you're almost like, oh, like a little bit more scared of to read because he is so like,
Just straight to the point.
yes, he's
And
not
it-
sugarcoating anything.
Exactly, and you see it a lot because it's a letter, you know, that he's sending to people, and so it's not that kind of letter where the love letter,
Like,
sugarcoating
how are you?
everything.
Like, I'm great.
Exactly. No, he's like, all right, I'm sending you guys a letter, and I need y'all to listen and pay attention because I got something to tell you.
Yes, definitely. And I feel like this is one of his more subtle, not so out there.
More of the nice.
Yes.
More on the nicer side.
Yes.
But not all the way there either.
But you know what? Sometimes we do need that. So many times and it's something that God has been putting in my heart so much more. Like, we do tend to sugarcoat things. We try to because we do want to draw people into Christianity. You know, we do not so much about the religion, but we want to draw people to Christ. We want people to be able to see how great and loving God is. But a lot of times we tend to leave out the stuff that come with it, the trials that come with it, how much the enemy tries to mess with you. And Jesus says, no, don't do that. Because even when Jesus was here on earth, he never sugarcoated things. He said it how it was as well. I mean, we'll definitely talk about this one day, maybe even next week. But there's even a book in the Bible where Jesus, this woman was trying to go to Jesus, and he called her a dog. Now, that sounds really like, whoa, like brutal, or like,
you called me a dog?
Yeah, like,
that's
Jesus,
what you did?
why would you say that? But I promise you, we're going to go ahead and explain that another day, maybe next week, and explain what Jesus really meant by that.
Yes.
But, the whole point of me bringing that up is because, Jesus didn't sugarcoat things, and we shouldn't either. When we're drawing people to Christ, we need to give them everything, not just the small part, not just the rainbows and sunshine part of it, but even, the storms and the cloud, the rain, all of that all together. And James does a good job to remind us to do that as well.
Yes, exactly. So I say we see what James is trying to tell us today.
Yes.
So we're starting on verse 2. James chapter 1, verse 2, if you guys have it in there. And I don't know if we have someone today in the chat from our side that can type it in for them.
Yes.
James chapter 1, starting on verse 2. Faith and endurance. Let's start some reading. James starts saying, "Dear brothers and sisters, when troubles of any kind come your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy." Gonna do a quick pause. Because the very first thing James says is something that we don't really think or don't really believe.
We think it kind of contradicts
Exactly. So James says, when troubles of any kind, doesn't matter what kind, come your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy. And just to add a little something to that, last night we spoke a little bit about, any opportunity we have presented to ourselves. As James says, here is an opportunity. And what we saw yesterday is it's a gateway to something better.
That's so good, because so many times we feel like that's when everything stops, and that's when we won't recover, or that's the time where we need to really drag and put all of our energy and waste it on something that we need to look in a greater perspective. Because when we do dwell on things that happen like that, like the trials, the tribulations, we're looking through it through our own eyes.
Yes.
We're not looking at it through the bigger perspective, through God's eyes.
Exactly.
So when Josh is saying that, it's a gateway to something greater, the only way that we can really see that is if we are looking through God's eyes. If we are okay, let me take a step back. Let me not look at it through Nat's eyes, how it's personally affecting me, making me feel, but let me see how God would see this. How, what way I can find to get patience through it, to get joy out of it. Let me just look at it through God's eyes.
Exactly. So it's, we should not be thinking when a bad situation gets presented to us, how much is this going to hurt me? But instead, how much is this going to help me grow?
Yeah.
And it's that change of perspective that kind of gives you a new view and a new outlook on, this sucks, this hurts.
Yeah.
But no pain, no gain.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to grow of this because this God is using the pain and the bad and the negative to mold me to something greater.
Yeah.
When you work out, your muscles are literally getting destroyed so they can get rebuilt to be stronger.
That's good.
So it's the same thing. God has so much balance and congruent stuff going on in all kinds of ways that end up matching up with different other things.
Mm-hmm.
And we tend to not see God in the common, and we only want to see him in the uncommon.
Yeah.
But no, even in the most common things, we can see God.
That's so true. And you're so right, because so many times when we do call out to God, when we're trying to see like, okay, God, like, tell me you're real, or God, give me a sign that this is what I need to do, or whatever. We expect we expect him to part the sea like he did for Moses, to move mountains, literally anything huge. And of course, God can do that, and he will, but it's always, I feel like it's always best when he personally just does small little things. Right.
Exactly. Like, God can't show up in the big, but he's going to prove that he's been in the little things the whole time.
Yeah.
The things we thought he wasn't in, because we were looking elsewhere for him.
Yeah.
When he was there the whole time.
Yeah.
Let's keep reading, because we only did the first verse. Verse 3. For you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. So let it grow, for when your endurance is fully developed, you will be perfect and complete, needing nothing. If you need wisdom, ask our generous God, and he will give it to you. He will not rebuke you for asking, but when you ask him, be sure that your faith is in God alone. Do not waver, for a person with divided loyalty is as unsettled as a wave of the sea that is blown and tossed by the wind. I'm going to do a quick pause there.
Yes.
Just in this verse 6, but when you ask him, be sure that your faith is in God alone. Here's the thing. If I ask someone for something and I don't think they can provide that thing I'm asking for them, what's the point in asking? You know, if I had an up-and-coming business and I went to a specific businessman to say, hey, I want you to take me under your wing, or I want you to help sponsor me for this. And in my mind, I thought, I don't think he has the money to sponsor me. Why am I going to ask?
Yeah.
You know, why am I having that doubt if I'm asking him in the first place? Now, when I actually trust that he has the means to do it, and I go, and this businessman is like, oh yeah, I'm a sponsor you. I'll do it. I'll cover everything you need me to cover.
Yeah.
And he covers absolutely everything. Am I going to think I need to go somewhere else for what I need? Or am I going to stick with him because he's already giving me what I need?
Yeah.
You know, and so it's this paradox that we create in our minds, and this conflict of ideas that I'm asking God for what I need. I'm asking God to help me. I'm asking God to equip me with the tools I need to keep moving forward, to keep living this life, and to keep getting past all the bad, all the negative, all the horrible situations and experiences I'm going through. But I don't just rely on God. I'm asking him for help, but I'm also going out to the world to look for help.
Yeah.
When they can't give it to me. And that's why James here is saying, but when you ask him, be sure that your faith is in God alone. Do not waver, for a person with divided loyalty is as unsettled as a wave of the sea that is blown and tossed by the wind. This analogy right here is very powerful, because if I am asking God for help and I don't truly believe he can give me that help, I'm letting a bunch of other things toss me around, making me even more unsettled than I was before.
Ooh, that's good.
And I just keep digging this hole.
Yeah.
Digging this hole of uncertainty and letting things dictate my life. I'm letting social media tell me what I should do, what I shouldn't do. I'm letting the professor tell me what I should believe in, what I should not believe in. I'm letting, these big figures in my life dictate to me how I should live my life. And nothing makes sense.
Yeah.
I hear this from here. I hear this from there. I see this in this platform, and I see this other thing in this other platform. And I think I need to act this way because this person told me. And I think I need to say these things because this influencer told me to. And I'm just getting tossed around into every single thing.
Yeah.
Every single thing. Ding, 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 ding. Never getting to where I need to go. Because my faith is not in God alone.
Yeah. That's good. And even in those moments where we are, going place to place, God is still showing himself, even in those common ways. Like, God is still, he doesn't want us to be going back and forth, to be going to the world, to be going to all these influencers, to, you know, all these people, things of this world.
Mm-hmm.
But because he's a God of free will, you know, he allows that, but he doesn't just leave us there. Even in those moments where we are going over there, God is still, you know, he's like, hey, I'm still here for you. I still want to give you this wisdom, you know. You're like, you're looking for it and I want to give it to you, but you're asking the wrong people.
Exactly.
And
you're
it's
looking in the wrong places.
Yes, and it's so funny because I personally, like, I've been realizing so much, like, on social media, and just like even with the people around you, people are making things that shouldn't be common. Like, there are things that aren't good. They're making it sound good, or it's okay to do.
Yep.
And so now that social media has become such a big thing in all of our lives, and even more because, you know, we're stuck in COVID. We were quarantined for like about a year. So, you know, we weren't seeing people, so we were just relying on social media.
Exactly.
You know? And man, there's so many things that are on there that it's like, why is this normalized? Like, no, because now everyone's thinking that this is okay, and we're listening to them instead of what God is telling us. Because if you really go and you look, like, even just an example on TikTok, you know, you see things of people being in relationships and they're being like petty or something, and it's like, God says, no, don't do that. That is not you. But yet that is so normal, and everyone thinks, okay, well then I need to do that. And we forget about what God actually says about us. But it's so great because here it tells us that, you know, if we need wisdom, God is going to give it to us. Like, it doesn't matter how dumb we think it is. Like, you know how many times, like, at school where you don't want to ask a question because you feel like, oh, like, I should know this, or like, everyone's going to think I'm dumb, or it's going to be, you know, the teacher's going to be like, wow, like, what? Like, or sometimes they won't even answer. Well, God says no. Because James even, like, he emphasized this. He said he will not rebuke you for asking. He didn't put that in there just because. No, he put that in there for a reason. Because so many times when we do go to other people, they rebuke us. They make us feel dumb for asking something. But God says no. Like, I want you to ask me, no matter how small or big the question is. Like, God wants to give us that wisdom that only he can give us, and then that when he gives us that, we can realize we can identify the good and the bad, things that are from this world and things that are from God.
Exactly. I have at work with my team, I always tell them, either in training or once they're out of training, I tell them, hey, if you ever have any question, I would rather you ask me so I can tell you, because that guarantees me that you're going to do it right because you asked me, and not that you're going to mess up and then it becomes this bigger thing and then we have to fix it. So it doesn't matter if they come as, hey, how much juice does this smoothie have? And you might think like, well, your job is to make a smoothie. I work at Jamba, by the way, for those of you that don't know. You know, I run a store, and
you can get a discount.
You could probably get a discount. Like, hey, I watched you on YouTube. I'm like, oh, 50%. But like, even if they ask me how much juice goes into the smoothie, and someone might be like, your job is to make smoothies and you don't know the amount of juice. Well, I would still rather you ask me so I can tell you how much, because if you put too much or you put too little, it already changes the flavor of what the smoothie should already taste like. There's a reason why there's so much amount of juice, so much amount of fruit, so much amount of ice. And if you change anything in there, then the juice overpowers the fruit. The fruit overpowers the juice. The ice makes it more watery, more of a water flavor. And so there's this balance of things that we mess up because we don't go to God first.
And the thing is, it doesn't just stop with us. It affects others, because in your case, they're making a smoothie for someone else that's affecting them. But with us not being certain, us not having that certain knowledge, but yet giving wrong knowledge, or you know, giving them a little bit of both, it's not just affecting us, but it's affecting the people that are hearing this.
Exactly. And the people on your team. If the smoothie comes out wrong, and I'm all the way at the pour station, the serve station, and I see that the smoothie's wrong, I have to send it back. Like, hey, I need this to get better. So then if it gets sent back, then the person making another smoothie has to stop on that smoothie to grab the bad smoothie to fix it. So then the person with the wrong, that was going to get the wrong smoothie, has to wait longer. The person behind that person now has to wait longer for their smoothie.
Yeah.
Because their smoothie is still on the bar, because they're fixing another smoothie. And then it pushes everything back.
Yeah.
And so the person that can't serve the smoothie. The person at the dip box can't make the smoothie, can't make the next smoothie. The person waiting for the smoothie has to wait for the smoothie. The person behind the smoothie has to wait for the smoothie. The person getting the juices going has to wait because he can't push the new smoothies onto the dip box. And it just creates such chaos because one single smoothie wasn't made right. Because one single person didn't ask.
Yeah.
And instead was like, oh, I'm just going to guess. And so we think that our actions, that what we decide to do on our own, has no effect on the people around us.
Oh, that's good.
But it does.
Yeah.
And sometimes in ways we don't even know. Or we don't even care to know.
Because using the smoothie example, say that, it is making the people in line wait. Someone might not even want to wait that long and just leave.
Exactly.
Same thing can happen here. People, they can be getting so much mixed signals and false information and false representations of Christ that they're like, I don't want this. I'm going to leave. I'm not going to let it be a part of my life. Because if that's what it looks like, I'm better off on my own.
Yeah. So this is why God isn't going to rebuke us. This is why our faith needs to be in God alone. So let's keep getting through these verses real quick. Going back to verse 7. Such people should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. He's talking about the people that don't solely have their faith on God. Verse 8. Their loyalty is divided between God and the world, and they are unstable in everything they do. Exactly what we just talked about. We're letting all these different avenues dictate our lives. And so we are unstable in everything we do.
That's good.
When we let that happen. Verse 9. Believers who are poor have something to boast about, for God has honored them. And those who are rich should boast that God has humbled them. They will fade away like a little flower in the field. Verse 11. The hot sun rises and the grass withers. The little flower droops and falls, and its beauty fades away. In the same way, the rich will fade away with all of their achievements. 12. God blesses those who patiently endure testing and temptation. Afterward, they will receive the crown of life that God has promised to those who love him. And remember, when you are being tempted, and this next part is incredibly good. Starting in verse 13. And remember, when you are being tempted, do not say, God is tempting me.
That's good.
God himself is never tempted to do wrong. And he never tempts anyone else. Verse 14.
Okay.
Temptation comes from our own desires, which entice us and drag us away. These desires give birth to sinful actions, and when sin is allowed to grow, it gives birth to death. Gonna pause there real quick.
Yeah.
Because what are these verses saying right here? I am tempting myself to sin.
Yeah.
There's going to be different sources out there. There's social media out there.
Yeah.
There are influencers out there. There are people out there. There are friends out there. There's even family out there that can be setting the wrong example. And yet it's all on me. I'm the one tempting myself to go watch, to go listen, to go hear, to go do. It's not them and it's not God. We think God is tempting. God is not tempting. God himself, as the verse says, as James says, is not tempted to do wrong. So he's not going to tempt us to do wrong. Because he's good. God is good. God is the truth and the life and the way. If he is the truth, if he is the life, if he's the way, why is he going to tempt me?
And it's so funny because at one point in our lives, or right now in our lives, we've all thought of that, like, oh, this bad thing is happening to me. Like God is, God is putting this bad thing in my life so I can grow. That's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, that is a lie from Satan.
It's the wrong perspective.
Yes. It's this bad thing is happening in my life because, well, one, Satan is also trying to tempt us, and we're allowing ourselves to be tempted. But the part where God comes in is that he knows that those temptations are going to be there. So he comes out with an alternative. He's like, hey, these temptations are going to be here, but I'm going to give you a reason not to go into those temptations, or I'm going to help you so you don't have to go into those temptations. Just let me help you. Let me help you grow so you don't have to do that.
Exactly.
But we get that part mixed up, that we think that God brings those into our lives. But it's like, no, God never brings those into our lives. But yet he is there when he offers us the opportunity to not be tempted, to not go into sin and go in that way.
Exactly. And here's another thing I want to kind of debunk. This other myth I want to debunk. And it's this. We say this a lot. We say, God will only let me go through what I can handle.
Yes. Oh my.
But it's not true.
That bugs me. You have no idea how much that bugs me.
Here's the thing about this, so that we can get everyone on the same page here. The reason that is wrong is because if I can handle something, why do I need God?
Exactly.
If I can handle something, what do I gain out of it? And here's the thing. This is why God is not the one that puts the bad situations in your life.
He brings the good into it.
Because he brings the good into it. He says, oh, you're going through this right now. I'm going to grab this negativity in your life, and I'm going to make it be an instrument of growth for you. Yes. If I went to the gym and I could lift 10 pounds and I just lift 10 pounds, that's going to do nothing for me. I can handle it. I'm only going to do what I can handle. That's not going to help me grow. I need to start lifting the 50 all the way till I get to the 300 pounds. I'm just going to put it out there. Here's the thing. The things that happen in our lives are trying to break us down. That's something we can't handle. I can't get through it alone. I can't do it on my own. I can't do it with my own strength, with my own patience, with my own peace. I can't. Everything that gets thrown at me is to break me down.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm not going to go through things that I can handle. Never. Never going to. Here's the thing. Even the good, I can't handle.
Yeah.
Because even the good can make me become something I'm not. Prideful.
Yeah.
Jealous.
Ooh, that's good.
And so many things, even the good, if I try to handle it on my own, is going to change me.
That is so, and it's so funny because even that part, even the good can be a little too much.
It can.
I never thought of it like that.
Exactly. Here's the thing. Remember, Lucifer, pre-Satan, lived in heaven with God.
Yeah.
He was basically the worship leader of the angels.
He was the most beautiful angel.
He had so much good, and he let other things corrupt that good in him.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't thinking God first. He started thinking, I could be like God. I could be better than God. And it corrupted him.
Yeah.
So if I try to handle the bad and the good on my own, I can't handle it. And so because we can't handle it, God says, I can. Because he's powerful. He is all powerful. So if I can't handle it and he can handle it, then my faith should be in God alone.
That's so good.
I can't handle it. I will be tempted for my own desires. So then I got to go to him.
One of the most well-known verses is Philippians 4:13, and it says, I can do all through Christ who strengthens me.
Yes.
All things.
Exactly.
And it's because of Christ that gives us the strength, just exactly as you were saying. So please, if you guys ever hear anyone saying that, or you guys try to say something like, God is only going to give me what I can handle, stop them right there and be like, no, that is wrong, because it is. Because even just saying or letting someone believe that is giving false information. False information. And no, we can't have that because,
Mm-hmm.
like Josue said, first of all, it's not even God that's giving us those things.
Mm-mm.
It's the world and Satan, and it's us allowing it to come. But it is God that will handle it for us.
Yes.
And that's so good. And so many people, we just don't realize that it's not God who's giving us those things. Why would God wants to work for our good. He does work for our good. So why would he just randomly he's like, oh, you're having too much of a good time right now. Let me throw this out here for you for a second.
No, that contradicts love.
Yeah.
God is love, you know? So I can't handle it on my own. God's going to help me get through it, God. That's why every bad situation I cannot handle,
Yes.
we need to come to the realization that I can't.
Yes.
I cannot. Alone, I cannot.
Can I give a quick example?
Yes.
The story of Job
Mm.
is a perfect example.
Mm-hmm.
Satan was like, you know what? Job only is worshiping you because he has it all. He has the big family. He has the animals. He has the riches, the land, everything. And Satan was the one that took it away from Job.
Mm-hmm.
And even throughout all of that, Job's friends, his wife, they were all like, why are you still worshiping God? Like,
Yes.
or like, how are you still even going through this? He had boils on his body. His health was so bad. He lost his kids, his lands, his animals. He lost it all. And yet he still said, God, I'm worshiping you. God, this is all for you. Job would never, no human would ever survive that if it wasn't for God.
Yep.
And then in the end, what happened? God blessed him with double of what he had to begin with because his faith was alone in God.
And not just that. When Job needed God, God showed up
Yeah.
and spoke directly to him,
Yeah.
letting him know, I am the all-powerful. I am the one in charge that's going to get you through.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a beautiful example and a beautiful story to go to show us exactly that. It sucks. You know, you can say that. What I'm going through sucks. It hurts. I don't want to be in it. But we need to learn to not be so focused on how it's affecting me and more so how God is going to get me out of it.
That's so good because that's what Job did. Everyone else was just focusing on the fact that bad things were happening to Job, and it's because he was doing something wrong, that he just didn't give God what he needed to give. He didn't make a sacrifice or whatever. But it was no, and even though the people were also telling him like, leave God, like you can see he's obviously like cursing you. Like, no, Job was like, no, stop. My faith is alone in Christ.
Yeah, exactly. And it wasn't even from God. Same thing we just spoke right now. Those things didn't come from God.
Yeah.
They came from the devil. They came from Satan. And his friends were saying God is cursing you. We think God is giving us the negative examples, the bad situations to test us.
Yeah.
That's
so wrong.
God wasn't testing him. God said, he is my faithful servant. And Satan was like, well, if I do this, if I do that, if I throw this at him, if I take away this from him, he's not going to worship you. And so God said, you're the one that wants to test him. I already know.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's my faithful servant. He's not going to fall. So Satan went and tested Job, and Job said, worshiping God.
Yeah.
Worshiping God. While I'm waiting for God to do something, I'm worshiping.
That's so
While
good.
I'm waiting on him, I'm worshiping. I'm going straight to him, and I'm waiting on him.
And even in those moments where, Satan was really going after Job, God always said, but do not hurt him. Like,
Do not take away his life.
Yeah, do not take away his life.
Yeah.
So even in those moments where Satan is still tempting us, God is still protecting us. He is still right there with us every step of the way.
Yeah. So let's finish up these few verses because these last few verses are good. They are good words.
Yeah.
And this is a perfect spot to end today. Starting on verse 16. So don't be misled, my dear brothers and sisters. Whatever is good and perfect is a gift coming down to us from God our Father, who created all the lights in the heavens. He never changes or casts a shifting shadow. He chose to give birth to us by giving us his true word, and we, out of all creation, became his prized possession.
Wow.
Not the stars, not the earth, not the animals, not the gemstones that are out there that we throw in our rings. Nothing in creation is more of a prized possession to him than us.
And it's so funny because we look to everything else to be our prized possession. Or we don't see ourselves worthy enough to be a prize.
Exactly.
And God's like, no, what? I called you. You don't have to feel worthy. I called you worthy.
Exactly.
So you are. Like, even if you don't feel it, you are. So believe it.
Yes.
And
that's it.
With us, if we everything that we have around us, even the riches, even just the fact that we can be humble, the fact that we can love, the fact that we can have joy, have patience, have faith, it's all because of God. God is our prized possession. Even though we think other things can be, God is in those as well. God created most of those things as well. Like, so it's like God is our prized possession, and we shouldn't be focusing on the worldly possessions. Like, even though God can be in things like diamonds and stuff like that, riches, everything. No, we need to focus on God, not on the actual object itself.
Exactly. And that's it. Everything good in us, everything good that has been given to us, like it says here, is a gift from God. So he's the source. All of this is the gift. So I just need to look at the source.
Yeah. Because once the time comes that Jesus comes, we're not taking all of this with us. Only God.
Yeah. We're going straight to God. Nowhere else. So want to end on that note today with it for all of you guys is there will be temptations. There will be bad situations. There will be bad experiences. It's not coming from God.
Yeah.
But God is going to use it to make you better and stronger.
That's so good.
So live in that truth and in that belief and believe it.
Yeah. So important to believe
that God isn't going to do everything good to get you to be stronger.
Yeah.
To move on.
Yeah.
And you just got to believe it and let him do it. That's it.
So good.
So we hope all of you guys have a good week.
Yes.
Live in that truth. Live in that belief. And have it be a constant reminder that God is always at work helping you get through and giving you all the tools and the strength and the patience to get through it. So this was James chapter 1. So go back, read it on your own. Get your own takeaways out of it. This video is going to go up on YouTube so you guys can go back and watch it also throughout the week. So, go back to it. Get your references from it because this isn't us. This isn't from us. This is from God. This is a word from God. We're just reading the Bible and interpreting it into lessons that we ourselves have taken. You're going to have your own lesson about it.
Yeah.
So make sure you delve into it yourself so you can hear what God is trying to speak to you about.
That's so good. Yeah, because no matter what we can be saying, no matter what we can be getting and what God is telling us, he's going to tell you something,
something
for you.
And for you.
Just unique for you.
Yep. So yeah, we hope you guys have a great week. And we'll see you all next Saturday for the next live, all right?
All right. Bye,
all right. Adios. Have a good one. Blessings.